right, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV and of course the virtual to reality.tv Facebook page. Tonight it's the Team HAR Pro Late Models Trifecta Tour. Tonight race number 16 of the season start, and we come to Rossburg, Ohio for the track that Earl built, Eldora Speedway. It is mid-season championship night, race number 16 of 24 on the series, and over the past 3 races, Eric Tupper has found himself in victory lane. Can he make it? 4 wins on the trot. The only time previously in the past 15 weeks where we've come to Eldora Raceway, which happened to be race number 2, which was picked up by Rocky Battenfield. Rocky not here to defend the crown tonight, so we have a new victory, or new victor, in victory lane later on this evening when it comes to Eldora Raceway. We're not too far away from getting set into qualifying, and then of course getting set straight into tonight's feature event, 30 laps of distance here at Eldora. This is week 16 of 24. Next week we are off. The 16th of September we take a break, and then we come back for the final third of the Pro Late Model Trifecta Tour presented by Team HAR Motorsports. Of course, all the action brought to you live here on Ultimate Dirt TV's Facebook, YouTube channel as well, and of course on the virtual to reality.tv Facebook page as well. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go over and like and follow both the Facebook page for Ultimate Dirt TV and virtual to reality, and of course you can head over to the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube channel as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you can watch it in 1080p HD. As the week 13 for season number 4, I believe this is, comes to a close tomorrow night. This will be the second last time that you see Colby's Eye Paints and SETI Group Holdings as a sponsor here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We've got some new sponsors to name, and we'll get a post done later on. And of course, if you want to get your logo and your company on all broadcasts here at Ultimate Dirt TV, broadcasting 3, 4, maybe 5 nights a week, feel free to message the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. And of course, we can't thank Colby's Eye Paints, bringing you all the instant replay action over the past season and a quarter. And same with SETI Group Holdings as well. And we're bringing you the starting grid and of course the finishing results for all leagues we cover here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We just got about 4 minutes of practice left here. We've got 8 drivers in attendance for week number 16 the Pro Late Model. There's the Trifecta Tour. Of course, you can check out Team HAR Motorsports on Facebook as well. Give them a like and a follow if you haven't done so already. We're going to be bringing you the rest of their season over the next 9 weeks, including tonight, or 9 races. In fact, over the next 10 weeks we cover 9, and like I said, we're off next week. Right, well, while we've still got a few moments time, let's go through on how the championship is shaping up at the moment. So week number 1 of the Pro Late Model Season Opener Trifecta Tour headed to Volusia Speedway Park, where it was Josh Dawson picking up the win after 30 laps. Race number 2 came to this very racetrack, Eldora Speedway. Rocky Battenfield picked up Each first win of the season, making it 2 winners in 2 races. They then took a week's break and came back on June 3rd, where they headed to the longest dirt track we have on the service, the USA International Speedway, where John Kennedy picked up his first win of the season. Following race number 4, headed to Lanier National Speedway, where Brad Cross made himself a victory in victory lane after 30 laps. So after the first 4 races, we had 4 different winners. Then of course race number 5, well, the tradition continued with Eric Tupper getting his first win of the season at the dirt track at Charlotte, and making it 5 different winners in 5 different weeks. It was set to be an absolute outstanding season over 24 races. Race number 6 headed to Limeland Motorsports Park, where Eric Tupper went back-to-back and got his second win of the season. July 1st, Williams Grove Speedway, race number 7, John Kennedy found victory lane for a second time. And then 1/3 of the season championship. Race number 8 at the Knoxville Raceway, John Kennedy picking up win number 3 of the season and going back-to-back after just 8 rounds. Race number 9 went back to Limeland Motorsports Park, where Josh Dawson found victory lane once again on July 15th. Race number 10, July 22nd, Lanier National Speedway again. And Josh Dawson would go back-to-back, so we are starting to see a trend since race 5. We've seen Eric Tupper pick up 2, John Kennedy pick up 2, Josh Dawson, he picked up 2, and then of course race number 11 we went back to USA International Speedway, where earlier on in the season John Kennedy won, and John Kennedy would find victory lane for a 4th time. Of course he wasn't done, he went to victory lane for a 5th time in race number 12 when they went to the dirt track at Charlotte. And then of course over the past 3 weeks, race 13, 14 and 15 at the Knoxville Raceway, Volusia Speedway Park, and of course Williams Grove Speedway, Eric Tupper has found himself in victory lane, making it a hat-trick of wins. What will happen in the mid-season championship night here at Eldora? Race number 16 of the Team HAR Motorsports Pro Dirt Late Model Trifecta Tour. Good evening to everyone in the Ultimate Dirt TV and Virtual to Reality Facebook chat, and of course on the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube channel as well. We are getting set for qualifying here on the racetrack right now. So as soon as qualifying is done, we'll get straight into tonight's A main, which will be 30 laps in distance. And I believe the last time, or the first time that the Trifecta Tour came to Eldora, where Rocky Battenfield picked up, I'm pretty sure we were covering that night, and it went 30 laps green flag without a caution. We are just waiting for the cars to get in their correct position. Then of course we'll roll straight out into qualifying. Of course you can let us know how the sound levels are. They should be A-OK, I believe. Alright, first car onto the racetrack in car number 50. It's Nick Kaufman. Nick Kaufman in car number 50. Also out onto the racetrack in car number 20, it's Brad Cross. Those are your first 2 drivers to go out there and set a qualifying time here at Eldora. Green flag is out for the first lap for Nick Kaufman in car number 50. First lap time for Kaufman. As he goes into 1 and 2, it's going to be a 16.676. Brad Cross, his first lap is quick time with a 16.020. Lap not going to count for Kaufman as he's had contact with the wall. Brad Cross riding the top side of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Second lap is better with a 15.948. A 15.948 for Brad Cross. Next couple of cars coming back out onto the racetrack. Here at Eldora in car number 2, it's Josh Dawson. Josh Dawson in car number 2. And also out there on the racetrack as well in car number 68, it's Ronald Piles. Ronald Piles in car number 68. So green flag on qualifying session number 2. Group number 2, I should say. Josh Dawson going to be the first of these two drivers to set a lap. Here, and it's going to be second quick with a 16.116. Ronald Piles, third quick with a 16.304. They try and chase down Brad Cross with a 15.948. Second lap time for Dawson is slower. And Piles is going to be no time contact with the wall. With a 16.304, he'll sit position 3 at the moment. Group number 3. Getting set to roll out onto the racetrack right now. In car number 89, he has found victory lane 5 times this season. In car number 89, it's John Kennedy. Also out onto the racetrack in the 111, it's Cody McKnight. Cody McKnight in the 111. John Kennedy's first lap. A 16.236, a 16.236. That is third quick. Cody McKnight with a 16.459 goes to position 5. Kennedy on lap number 2, looking to improve, will not. Cody McKnight looking to improve as well, but slower with a 16.620. So first lap better at a 16.459. Out on the racetrack, single car for this driver. In car number 17, it's Brett Rouse. Brett Rouse in car number 17. There'll be no time for Rouse for lap number 1. We'll see what he can do on lap number 2. In fact, that would have put him with a time of 16.416. That would have put him in position 5. See if the time comes through for Brett Rouse in car number 17. It does. Third quick with a 16.159. A 16.159. So we await Eric Tupper in the 115. We'll see if he's going to go out and turn lap. Not sure whether he's even in the server or not. So qualifying done and dusted. Here in the Pro Late Model Team HAR Trifecta Tour. Race 16, the mid-season championship night. Of course, if you're watching on the Virtual 2 Reality Facebook page, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button. Show your thumbs up and let the fans know that you're enjoying the show that is about to be put on so far. Not sure what Nick Kaufman was doing there, but been told to get back into the pits. Of course, if you're watching on the Virtual 2 Reality Facebook page, head over to the Ultimate Dirt TV social media information. You can check us out on facebook.com/Ultimate Dirt TV, and of course youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV as well. We're live on both pages as well as the Virtual 2 Reality Facebook page. Tomorrow night, we have another thing, something different again here on Ultimate Dirt TV. It'll be the midgets. They head to the brand new Kokomo Speedway, released just last week, a few days ago in fact. We're looking at what, day 5 I believe. It'll be the ARDC Sim Midget Series from Kokomo. I believe they will do 39 laps as well. Having some good numbers with the midgets, and I tell you what, it's finally good to be doing something different other than just sprint cars here on Ultimate Dirt TV and Virtual 2 Reality. Of course, we've done sprint cars for quite some time over the past, I think we're on a journey of about nine and a half months, yeah, since we started. So now we bring you something different. So we aren't too far away from getting this session rolled over into tonight's 30 lap, and in fact there it is, the checkered flag being thrown on qualifying as we get set for tonight's 30 lap. And we'll take a look at your city group holdings starting grid.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Starting on pole in car number 20, it'll be Brad Cross. So he's outside. In car number 2, it's going to be Josh Dawson. At a position number 3 in car number 17, it's Brett Rouse, and he's outside the 89 of John Kennedy. Starting position 5 on the inside of row number 3 in car number 68, it's Ronald Piles, and he's outside the 111 of Cody McKnight. Your 7th and final starter in car number 50, Nick Coffin, will start position 7. The 30 laps of distance here around Eldora Speedway. The fireworks going off here. It is the Midway Season Championship night of the Pro Dirt Late Model Trifecta Tour, presented by Team HAR Motorsports. Well, that is the question. Are you all ready for this? It is time. Race number 16 of 24. Brad Cross and the 2 of Josh Dawson on the front row. 30 laps around Eldora Speedway. Let's get dirty for 30. Rouse immediately going down to the inside into turn number 1 and 2 on the inside of Dawson. Dawson drives back around the outside of Rouse, going into turn number 3 and 4. Now here comes John Kennedy banging the wall through turns 3 and 4. As he as Kennedy gets into position number 3. Brad Cross, your leader on lap number 2 right now. He led lap 1. Will lead the field down into 3 and 4. Kennedy going to back the wall in turns 3 and 4 again. You race for second. Oh no, Dawson into the wall. Here comes Kennedy with a slide jump. Oh, there's contact between Kennedy and Dawson. But they both keep it straight and keep it going. Piles and Rails side by side for 4th and 5th at the moment. Piles will get position number 4 on the exit of turn 4. A lot of these drivers work on the top side of the racetrack early on in this race. Rails 3/4 of the way up the racetrack, trying to get up on the inside of the 68 of Piles and get on the exit of turn number 4. He sticks a nose down. Now goes to the low side, looking for the big slide job into turn number 1 and 2. He does, he gets tight, and Piles turns it back underneath him. Kaufman's here as well in that 50 machine. Race leader Brad Cross out in front, John Kennedy second, and Josh Dawson in third. 4th is Piles at the moment. We go back to Brett Rouse in the 17 who qualified third and has fallen back to position 5. Kaufman in position 6. Cody McKnight back on pit road, I believe, so his night is pretty much done for. Brad Crush, your race leader, on screen by about 1.5 seconds from John Kennedy. Look at the distance that time by. You're looking at 1.507 on the second. Brad Cross from his teammate John Kennedy and Josh Dawson trying to reel in the 89. Piles in position 4. Going to cut the car length gap back to the 17 of Brett Rouse. We've just come past. We're coming to 1/3 of the race distance complete. We're coming to 10 laps down and 20 to go. And Brad Cross, as he's done so all night so far, he's shown a clean set of heels. Going quick time tonight and leading 10 of the 30 laps so far. Kennedy in position number 2 right now. Still having a few issues with getting into a wall at either end of the racetrack at the moment through the turns. Dawson on screen in car number 2 in position 3 at the moment. Still in 2 seconds behind your second place driver, John Kennedy. He's looking at lap times at the moment. Kennedy and Cross in the 15.9s, 16.0s at the moment. Make that 15.9s for both of them. Everybody else there sitting around the 16 or higher, 16 to 16.1s, being their fastest lap time. Josh Dawson, in fact, with a 15.999. Piles is a few seconds away, making that about 3 seconds from Josh Dawson in third. And of course, here is the closest battle on the racetrack at the moment. Kaufman in the 50 car into position 5 in the red and white machine, and of course Brett Rouse in the 17 back to position number 6. So at the halfway stage of this race, Brad Cross continues to lead the field from John Kennedy. 15 down, 15 to go. Cross still turning lap times in the 15.9s. Kennedy 16.1. Dawson with a 16.5, so a little mistake from Dawson on the previous lap. We'll see what it is this time by. It's a 16.291. Piles in the 68. Getting into the wall in turns 1 and 2. Brett Rouse back to position number 5 in car 17. He got by Nick Kaufman in car number 50. Brad Cross just setting a new fastest lap time of the... No, in fact, sorry, it was John Kennedy with a 15.886. John Kennedy got the 89. Glued down on the top side of the racetrack coming. Oh, now we've got 10 to go. Cross, Kennedy and Dawson, still your top three. Track starting just to get a little bit slicker. But as the guys continue to turn laps on this racetrack, we've got 8 laps to go. Time is certainly running out. The gap is now over 3.2 seconds. Brad Cross over John Kennedy, Josh Dawson 4 seconds behind Kennedy. Go back to a second to Piles, who's trying to run down Josh Dawson in car number 2. Brad Cross now 5 circuits away from putting the 20 on the front straightaway into the Eldora podium or victory lane. Fast all night from the get-go. That 20 machine has just been on a rail on the top side of the racetrack. 4 laps remain for Brad Cross. Kennedy looking for another solid points night here tonight. And of course, Dawson trying to hang on to a third. He should have it. Although he's losing a couple of tenths over the past 3 to 4 laps to Ronald Piles, slowly catching up to Josh Dawson. But with the laps winding down, we've got 3 laps to go. And I don't think Piles is going to have anything for him unless Dawson makes a huge mistake in one of the turns. Off of turn number 4 this time by the 20 of Brad Cross gets the white flag, and for the second time this season we are going to go 30 green flag laps here at Eldora. For the final time in the turn number 3 and 4, Brad Cross in car number 20 gets the win and finds victory lane. Second will go to the 89 of John Kennedy. Third is going to be Josh Dawson. Ronald Piles home in 4th. 5th is Brett Rouse. In fact, let's take a look at your SETI Group Holdings finishing results. Brad Cross gets the win in car number 20. Home in 2nd in the 89 after starting 4th. It's John Kennedy. 3rd goes to Josh Dawson in car number 2. Ronald Piles in the 68 will grab 4th. Brett Rouse in the 17 will grab 5th. Nick Kaufman in car 50 will grab 6th. Cody McKnight just finishing 3 laps. Unfortunately, in the 111 will come home 7th. And Eric Tupper, a DNS in that one. We'll take a quick little short break. And in fact, we'll bring up your drivers right now. And we'll have a chat with them very, very quickly. Home in 3rd place tonight in car number 2, Josh Dawson. Josh, congratulations on the 3rd. It was a tough old night out there tonight, but 30 green flag laps, you must be thrilled about a 3rd place finish here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this racetrack. I could never get around it before, and after the update, it just made it worse. But 3rd place ain't too bad.
Look, qualifying, you started, well, you got 2nd in qualifying, so it means you gave you a front row start. You know, how tough was it to, to really get a good start? Especially being at a track that we've seen a lot of the drivers, be on the top side of the racetrack pretty much from lap number 1.
Yeah, I run a lot less gear than a lot of other people, and I think that's what killed me on the start. But I didn't have that for Brad or Kennedy. I think Kennedy had a little bit messed up in his qualifying because he's usually faster than I am here.
Well, third place. It's nothing to hang your head about. A good job here tonight. Before we let you get out of here, do you need to thank any people, any sponsors that you want to give a shout out to?
Everybody over at Maxed Out Motorsports. Kennedy helps me a lot, and that's about it.
All right, Josh Dawson now home in third place, home in second place tonight in Car 89. John Kennedy. John, congratulations on the second. A little bit of an error in qualifying and put you behind the 8 ball just a little bit, but you still managed to come over the second after starting on the outside of the second race. A good job. What did you make of the track tonight?
It's just one lane around the top, really. I mean, I don't know if it's something they've done with this update or what, but it doesn't seem like the bottom's there in 3 and 4 like it used to be.
Speaking of the update, what have you thought about the update? With these late models and stuff like that, have you had much testing on other tracks or this track in particular?
Yeah, I mean, they seem like they're a lot looser now, and the droop chain seems like it really helps a lot more.
Well, second place here tonight. You were close to Brad at one stage. You were sort of inside of a second or a second and a half, and then all of a sudden he just managed to pull away by nearly over 5 seconds. I mean, something over at Maxed Out. You guys have got these late models locked down.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of testing lately, and we're getting them dialed in.
All right, well done on second place here tonight. But before we let you get out of here, anyone you'd like to thank?
I gotta thank Ron for putting this on, my teammates over at Maxed Out, and all my friends watching.
All right, John Kennedy home in second. Well, he brings the broom to Eldora Speedway and sweeps qualifying in all 30 laps of the Pro Late Model Trifecta Tour here tonight. Brad Cross, congratulations on the win, and well, a dominating win at that, over 5 seconds. You must be proud of how that 20 car was handling all night.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Once I finally figured this deal out, I'm usually either running the supers or the modified or something. I hardly ever drive the pro cars here, and I was out there for practice and everything. I had like 15, 16 gallons of fuel in it, and like a long race set up. And Kennedy and Nick Kaufman, we were all talking. I was like, well, take some fuel out of it and see what happens. And holy crap, it got faster.
It was crucial to get a good start, considering you were starting on the bottom side, and we've pretty much seen the top side be dominant here again at Eldora. I mean, after the update, in the sprint cars, I believe there's more of a bottom in the sprint cars, but it just looks like it's still a little bit one lane on the top here at Eldora with these late models.
Yeah, it is. I mean, in the supers, depending on the track condition, and maybe even these, but depending on track condition, you can sort of run the bottom in 3 and 4, maybe the middle-ish, but yeah, for the most part, it's still mainly just top dominant. So I just tried to get a good start there, and basically just tried to keep it out of the fence for 30 laps, and I figured if I could do that, I might have a good shot at it.
Well done on the win and sweeping the night here at Eldora. Before we let you get out of here, you got anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, just the normal, teammates over at Maxed Out, and Nick Kaufman with Twitch Kaufman Racing. He helped me out a lot. I've been having some computer issues lately, so he's helped me get all that straightened out and been able to get back to be able to racing and playing around, and thank you guys for the broadcast and making it so everybody can watch.
All right, there we go. Brad Cross there with the win here at Eldora. That'll wrap us up for tonight. Of course, the Pro Late Model Trifecta Tour presented by Team HAR Motorsports, live every week here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and of course live on the virtual2reality.tv Facebook page every Sunday night at around 7:20 Eastern. And next week, a reminder, we are off. We are off next week. We have a week's break, and then in 2 weeks' time, apologize about that, you don't need to see a calculator. In 2 weeks' time, we go to the final third of the season. We're going to be back live September 23 For race number 17, it'll be at Lanier National Speedway. It'll be 50 laps in distance. And we'll see if Brad Cross can go back-to-back. He's picked up his second win of the season. Can he defend his crown, or one of his crowns that he picked up at Lanier National Speedway earlier on? Of course, make sure you head over to Team HAR Motorsports on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow. Without these guys, it's not possible to do these broadcasts and giving Ultimate Dirt TV the chance to broadcast all the action live on Facebook and, of course, 1080p HD on YouTube as well. Of course, we've got to thank Colby's Eye Paints. Unfortunately, we didn't get to use the Colby's Eye Paints instant replays tonight, although you're watching a replay, slow-mo replay of the 20 machine on screen right now. So big thanks to Colby's Eye Paints. Check them out on Facebook as well. And of course, SETI Group Holdings, who brought you SETI Group Holdings starting grid and finishing results here this evening. Tomorrow night, we go to Kokomo Speedway for the Team ARDC Sim Midget Series. The brand new Kokomo Speedway, and from what we've seen, midgets and Kokomo, they go like honey and bees. Should be a great night, of course. We'll be live from, I think, around 8:30 Eastern tomorrow night. Of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like and follow button on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. Then, of course, we take 2 nights off. And then on Thursday night, I believe we're going to be doing some Hammer Down stuff. So, plenty of action to still come here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the rest of the week. And, of course, big shout out to Hazard Media as well for fixing everything up with the overlays as well. Well done to Brad Cross, John Kennedy, and Josh Dawson, your top 3. And on behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, it's Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back in 2 weeks' time for the Team HAR Motorsports Pro Late Model Trifecta Tour at Lanier. Good night.